the point is that, when this pandemic broke out, the Western world, particularly Bill Gates, made a pronouncement that Africa is going to die. We are going to die like chicken. And when he made those pronouncements, my prayer was that minus us, simply because you are not God to determine how Africans are going to live or die. It might be that we don't have, but God has been so faithful and good to us. And when we pray to him, he listens. It is that drove me to embark on the campaign to mobilize PPE to support the frontline health workers. I did that, and we gave out over 120,000 PPE to the frontline health workers, from the nurses to the doctors to the lab services and orderlies, including mortuary men. We gave all the way to the mortuary men. And this gesture has been my passion. It has been my passion to ensure that we help curb and possibly eradicate this pandemic from the country. And so when it got to the point that we are going for an election, we know that the EC is equally at the front line now. Their life and well-being and health is at risk. All election workers, their lives are at risk. And we believe that there's something that we can do. We can give them some protection that will help them to protect their lives from this infection. And so it drove us to give them this quantum of PPE to support them to protect their lives so that we avoid and prevent community spread, because they are all citizens of the country and they have families. If they should pick it up at the station, they may not know. They go home and they start spreading. Who knows? I might pick it from a trotro or a taxi driver who might be living with an EC official, known or unknowingly. So the point is for us to try to prevent it, to avoid the risk of getting ourselves also infected, and particularly to support them in this critical time so that they see that we cherish and appreciate their sacrifice and their dedication to the work and the service to the country. And I'm praying that any corporate entity that sees this gesture should try and come to the aid of the EC. You can take it to any district office, or you can take it to any polling center or anywhere. The point is that Greater Accra is the epicenter. It has the highest numbers. And so we thought that it is very important and expedient that we support them in this critical time. Equally, Ashanti region is very high, quite high, second to Greater Accra. And I believe that corporate Ghana can go to the aid of Ashanti region. But the point is, they need it. They need some help. They have already made their own plans. They have bought some, but it's not enough. And so we will encourage people, individuals, benevolent organizations to come to the aid. And this is what is expected of a citizen. This is what is expected of organizations that make money from the country. I am a not-for-profit. I don't sell anything in the country, but I have been making these gestures. You understand? And I'm encouraging people who are selling in the country, making money, trading in the country, to channel some of their resources into some of these gestures so that we save ourselves and save the people that are working for us, so that they feel belonging. They feel that we also cherish them. We appreciate the service that they are giving to the country. Your mandate is to protect yourself. The protocols have been laid out. Ours is just a kind gesture. Theirs is to protect their staff. But we believe that there is the tendency that there might be spillovers, people who may come to the polling centers without nose masks. There may be people who are supposed to do some work there and may even come there with unprescribed type of mask that might put their lives at risk. So you better protect yourself and protect others. So it should be a wrong expectation for anybody to think that the EC is supposed to provide for the entire voting population. That would be wrong.
Millennium Promise, I say, my dream, na beboy. now my son no so you move it me the bois and you uncle but to be beer or basse the edica so much they made you my phone no I will easy polling stations no move to Naho I Juma no and I ask you Juma for best call a call boy she said the aconino o moon per se ye baby voted na said be be acunia ya baby ain't she share abai ne Ghana Health Service they are to her say ye be protect ye ho e bi say ye be say face mask ye be use hand sanitizer so mo the face shield so aba ni nyina ya bi a ebe boa bebre na si ye di so say ni city a ye betimi abre sa COVID-19 asekura here true na sekura say ye nyina hu say ba ye no nanka ya de bebre ya re no ba for then so amanfo pin di mra no so obehwe ye say wonam krom kra behwe na nose mask ye nhye ne normal we nyina ye bibia ema eye den priority ni tu ya re ya say ti ye besre say mra millennium promise ne nkrofo pie boa ma ye normal ye be hia say ye de ye no yes we ndi sa mra no so we nhye ye mask ni ye that ye we nyina na use your hand sanitizers na ye observe social distancing and me sure say ye be koso empu say ya read e form kra na ye true asia kra wo obai Ghana.
We want everybody to be protected. We need to vote, but at the same time we cannot sacrifice our health. It's so important. That's why the commission has put in place measures that will let everybody wear the face mask. As you mentioned, during the special voting, those who were turned away were not turned away not to come and vote, but to get nose masks and then come back and vote. So no one was denied his or her vote. But we have put in place measures that everybody who may come without a nose mask could be assisted at the polling station. But we also expect the public to be very responsible so that when they come, they should ensure that they have the nose mask so that it will be very smooth for all of us.